I heard about transformation tables through my mastermind. As we were finishing up my very first mastermind, my wonderful facilitator, Nicole, mentioned that she thought a transformation table would be really helpful for me moving forward. And so then I immediately started doing a transformation table right after my first mastermind. So there are two different types of transformation tables. The first one that I did was a values table. It's really highlighting the things that you value the most, talking about ways that you can grow in these values, but also ways that you can just reaffirm the fact that these values mean so much to you. And then the second form of transformation tables that I did was an action table. And the action table is just putting those values into your everyday life and how you can use those values to promote change, not just in yourself, but also in your world. When I heard about a transformation table, I was expecting it to honestly be quite similar to the mastermind in the sense that I had just gone through this wonderful experience with people who I knew were trying to grow in the same way that I was. And that really gave me optimism that when I was going to the transformation table, it was going to be similar. And in some ways, yes, it was. I had that same growth-minded group mindset. I had some wonderful peers, people who were really trying to uplift me and to help me uplift them as well. The transformation tables are quite different in the sense that you're really just focusing on a really small thing and making sure to recognize how important that one specific value or action is to you. And so it's different, but it's not a bad different. It's a wonderful way to discover specific things about yourself. When it comes to transformation tables, there's no work required in advance. You show up, you log onto Zoom, you have about an hour where you're talking to people about a specific value or a specific action, and you go away with a plan for the week. And sometimes that plan is so simple as, I am going to go for a walk. And then when you come back, you're able to talk about the next week, whether you went for a walk or not. Transformation tables require little to no preparation. They require little to no action. You get to choose what you want to take out of it. You want to set really lofty, ambitious goals every week? You can. You can also set really small, achievable goals that then you can report back and feel good that you achieved those goals, and then you can move forward with bigger goals. When I was in my first transformation table, the values table, the lesson that made the most impact on me was the lesson about forgiveness. And forgiveness is so much more than just going through the world, forgiving people, and showing those everyday acts of kindness. For me, forgiveness was also about forgiving myself for my own perceived failures and using those as a way to grow from them. I think it's so easy for us to get caught up on the way that we don't succeed rather than the things that we are doing to succeed. And this lesson in particular really helped me to recognize that even if I'm not necessarily in a place that I wanted to be a year ago or 2 years ago, I'm still growing, and that's still good. The most important thing is that I'm moving forward and I'm making an effort to be a better person. And that forgiveness, I really felt after that lesson a weight off of my shoulders and the recognition that I'm good as I am, and that's all I really need moving forward. If somebody asked me if they should join a transformation table, I would absolutely recommend it. It's 1 hour a week. It's so low stress. It's so low effort. And I don't mean low effort in the fact that you're not putting the effort in, but it's not something that you're going to be spending hours and hours prepping for. It's not something that's going to be weighing on you really heavily every day. It's something that you're able to learn from, to grow from, to build a community of people who are thinking the same way as you, but to also just take that step back and reflect internally about the things that matter to you the most and how you're able to use those things that matter to you the most, both in your personal and your professional.